And so the break that we have is a case break plus. All right, there's 4 extra memorabilia items that are going to be thrown in there. We have a mini case of Onyx preferred player baseballs. All right, very prospect heavy. Some good pro names too in there. So happy opening day to everybody too. We're finally here. I am excited for this, except for the fact that I can't watch any of the games, so I think I'm going to need to buy a package from MLB TV. That will cure that. All right, and we're up on Periscope as well. And also, in addition to the baseballs, we have 2018 Onyx Premier Year. So game-used items. They're generally autographed by the players. And some cool stuff there. So if you like game-used, cool way to get in there. No, I didn't see it. I'll see the replays when I go through, the internet later. But he's going to be an exciting one to watch, definitely. I am pumped for that. Diamondbacks are 22. The White Sox are 85. Marlins are 30. Mets are 125. The Pirates are 22. The Padres are 70. Mariners 125. Cardinals are 75. And the Rays are 80. So if you like what you see coming out of these boxes, you want to get into those. We need 4. That's it. 4 more teams. Doesn't matter which ones they are. Top 5 best bang for the buck teams left on the board are the White Sox, the Mets, the Padres, the Pirates, and then I would say the Rays. Cardinals close behind. So first thing we got is the Chrome box toppers. So they decided instead of one giant card, we're just going to make 3 little ones. But they're not little, they're normal sized. I miss minis. So we got Ozzy Albies, Yadier Molina, and Mitch Haniger with the Indigo parallel. Hey man, I'm a Mets fan, and I gotta say, I am extremely scared of the fact that Rhys Hoskins is going to be sandwiched between Bryce Harper and JT Realmuto. That is a very intense lineup. We could see a 10-year turnaround. We could see the Yankees and the Phillies in the World Series again. I don't think the Phillies' defense is necessarily good enough. And I haven't really evaluated their bullpen. I don't really care, but yet enough. But I will say this. That's one of the top. We'll easily say top 7. All right, there could be a lot of nitpicking at top 5. Definitely one of the top 7 lineups in baseball. And at home, I would say it might be tough to argue top 5. That team is built to play there. I know, tell me about it. Max Scherzer, fortune teller. I predict the Nationals will once again not be good enough. I don't think it said that on the back of the card, but I sometimes do make shit up as I go along. I said that. Make stuff up long as I do. Yeah, all that. Ah. See that? Denny got me swearing now. I blame you. Because you are an easy scapegoat. Nah. Alright, so, yeah, we got our first look at these last night. We just need 4 spots to get this break rolling, alright? 4 out of the 9 teams still available. Again, this is a good solid set, but let's face it, there's some stuff missing. There's some key players that are going to be coming up this year. For some reason, Acuna didn't sign for this one. So, maybe he's more into the stickers than the on-card. So here's the deal. We added some stuff to it that just makes it just a little more spicy. All right. If I told you you had a 1 in 100 chance of getting a Ronald Acuna game-used jersey showing up in this break or some game-used item of his, what would you say? Well, guess what? That's true. They only made 100 of the Premier gear. Acuna is on the checklist. So therefore, if they only put one Acuna item in there, that's a 1 in 100 chance. All right. How many boxes do you go through to get an Acuna autograph? Not personally, but, you know, by going in breaks and watching them. I have not seen any of the 4th of July SPs. What's the numerical probability on those? Oh, I see Players Weekend. I don't know. I'm not going to spend forever reading this. This is like tough to see. But they're tougher gets, and got the 10 of Swords. Hey, Stuart, how you doing? Good afternoon. Edwin Encarnacion. This could be a huge breakout year for Raul Adalberto Mondesi. Got Duggar, Syndergaard, Patrick Corbin, Verlander, Altuve, Didi. We had a one of him last night, a 101. Thank you. Bazooka backs, that's about the right odds. Actually, that's kind of generous if 5 or 6 came out of a case. They are 1 in every 57 packs, so you're looking at 3 or 4 in a case of the Bazooka backs. Again, we are trying to get a group break going. We got a personal break right now for Nigel here. There's Kevin Newman. You know, B-level guys to watch. Kevin Kramer. So you just got to remember Pittsburgh, 2 Kevins. Got Josh Reddick there. Jeff McNeil. All right, he delivers, man. I don't know. I was thinking the Mets maybe using him as a trade chip, but he you know, he hit consistently for average, and he's got a lot of good pieces on the table. I think he's going to be good to go for the Mets. First autograph out is going to be Chris Davis. Yeah, man, we are crushing it right now. No, that's his nickname. It's not a huge hit. Still nice. Guy that can hit 50 home runs in a year pretty much signed the card. It's a good thing. Oh, and you know what I just noticed? 2 out of 99. It is a logo swap. So if you look over here where the Gypsy Queen logo is supposed to be, that is a logo swap. So that's not bad. That is crushing it. 2 out of 99. Robles is going to be awesome. They're not going to miss Bryce Harper. I'm telling you now. People are going to be going back and saying, so what products was Robles in? We need to go and get some. All right. Robles is going to be a stud. Take it to the bank and deposit it. Again with Gypsy Queen. Always got to see if we find those short prints. Because it's a lot easier to find by looking at the code on the card. Oh, there's one. That's a cool one. So we got Pedro Martinez. Looking like he's out of the movie Major League. But he wasn't that much of a wild thing. So Pedro Martinez. Looking like he's having some fun there. So again, Gypsy Queen, all I have left is what's in this break. I really thought we were going to get that going last night, but today is another day. Let's get her done. Some good teams still available. All right. Some big possibilities still out there. Freddie Freeman fortune teller card. Oh, that's not bad, Nigel. And, you know, you hit the nail on the head there. This is the type of set that a lot of master collector set builders like to make. So this is definitely a fun one to keep tabs on. All right, so we got Longo, Goldschmidt, Mikolas, Strasburg, Real Muto, still showing up as a Marlin there. And his deal was before Bryce. So maybe it's a couple sets before we see Bryce get the Phillies garb. The Emperor, Mookie Betts. Good thing it's not the Emperor's new clothes, because that would be an awkward pose on the card there. You got here Freeman, Rosario, Ohtani, Kyle Tucker, rookie. The Jackie Robinsons. Yeah, we've already hit one last night. We hit the Bryce Harper Jackie Robinson last night. Christian Yelich, Max Scherzer, Miguel Andujar, Mookie Betts, Trevor Story, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Stop barking at nothing. Brandon Nimmo, Nick Williams, and Kyle Wright. You got the right stuff. Look at me. You just go somewhere. She gets fidgety when the rest of the family leaves. I leave, it's no big deal. Everybody else leaves, and I'm here. Edwin Diaz. I'd like to get a little fortune teller action on whether Edwin Diaz is going to be a productive pickup. Was he really worth getting rid of Jared Kalanick and taking on Robinson Cano's contract? I will say this, though. At least the Mets extended DeGrom. That was a must-do. And there he is right there. Christopher, you were disappointed no Eloy Jimenez? You know why there's no Eloy Jimenez, right? They can't. He's got to be on roster for a major league game. And I know there's been some... I mean, that's why, you know, you didn't see Shohei Ohtani in Series 1 tops last year. You did see him in Heritage, but because he was technically kind of like a free agent signing, I think that was a bit of a loophole that they could go with. But Eloy Jimenez is going to be in sets very soon because he's playing day one. He's playing day one, right? Tatis is playing day one. So those guys' rookie cards are going to come out early. We won't be waiting until... we probably won't be waiting until July. We'll probably only have to wait until, like, June. I will let the Cano thing go if he makes accomplishments and earns that money. I don't like PED guys. I've always said that. Yes, Christopher, but it was very likely that he wouldn't have started in the majors. Now, Topps in the past has done it where they've printed the rookie cards out and not released them. Right? Carlos Correa, Topps Chrome comes to mind. So it's very possible that they can get Eloy Jimenez, maybe not in the base set, but in the autograph set as soon as Finest. It's possible. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but it is possible. So now things are going to get a little bit crazy. Escobar, Robles, Santana, Stanton, Rowdy, Tellez. And there is a logo swap. All right, so if you see the Gypsy Queen logo is not there, but the lady's face is. So Ronald Acuna Jr. It's not a bad logo swap. Yeah, and you know what? I don't know why people complain about the manipulation of service time. Hello, do you want to have to pay the player 1 year sooner? Or do you want him to stick around? All right? They're going to get money. This is baseball. They get arbitration. This isn't football. This isn't like Le'Veon Bell. I'm going to take my bag and go home. And I'm going to leave some stuff in my locker and let my teammates play with it. You really don't want to see him hit free agency a year sooner? 235 out of 250 on Yolmer Sanchez there. Myers, Polanco, Gordon, Enyel de los Santos, Villar, Seager, Avisel Garcia, Rafael Devers. This could be a big breakout season for him. Dansby Swanson, too. He's looked pretty good this spring, I believe. Now, it's kind of easy to tell who this is. Even though his name's missing, his beard is still there. Charlie Blackmon. Let me put that one in there earlier. Zach Wheeler. If the Mets had sent Pete Alonso down, I wouldn't have complained. And that's with the fact that the Mets are way closer to competing than the White Sox are. JD Martinez, strength. Max Muncy is going to be the other autograph. So we had Chris Davis, number to 99, and now we got Max Muncy out of box number 1. And the Acuna logo swap is pretty nice. That's the regular. All right, let's see what comes out of box number 2. 2 was the lucky one last night. That was where we got big. So you're telling me if you go down the Mets lineup, 1 for 1, that the Mets can't hang with the White Sox hitting? And then you go look at the pitching, and then you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir." So we got Edwin Encarnacion. So they win by default. Luis Severino. And Ronald Acuna Jr. Indigo parallel, 25 out of 150. I have no idea. I'm worried about getting through this month. All right, box number 2. Oh, here we go. And that's an indigo. Juan Soto, 123 out of 150. Well, I think the White Sox still have a lot to offer in their farm system and on their injured list. So I'm not going to say I'm down on the White Sox. No, far from it. But the White Sox are not going to be competitors this year. If they do happen to get into the playoffs because every team in their division sucks, they won't last long. But I don't. Let's put it this way, though. If the White Sox make the playoffs and the Mets don't, can you blame it looking at the National League East? That is one scary division. Marlins are a fish fry, essentially. Everyone's just going to be beating on them all year. Well, that's a good sign that Diaz needed to come out. That means they're winning or tied. Don Mattingly. How'd DeGrom look? That's what I'm worried about. So, Don Mattingly. And that is a regular shorty print. Oh, I still got ones to open. What am I doing here? Mets win. There we go. So it looks like the Mets and the Yankees are going to win. How are the Phillies doing? They start yet, or are they like 4 o'clock? I don't remember. There we go. 6 shutout innings. So basically, there's Javier Baez. Basically, they pulled him because it's March. What are they on? Like an 85 pitch count? They baby these pitchers. Remember back in the day? The bullpen is looking better for the White Sox. That is true. Just some of those young pitchers, they got some of them got to develop and some of them got to heal. So we got Kendrys Morales, who just got traded to the A's yesterday for somebody and a box of Bazooka bubblegum. No, that was just a lead-in into the fact that it was a Bazooka parallel. Cano went yard today. He's going to have to do it another 35 times over the next 3 years before I feel that deal's acceptable. There's Edwin Diaz right there. See that? The fortune tellers don't lie. Wow, that's totally off center. I thought that was me holding it up too high. So Edwin Diaz gets the save. I think that's all the Mets do is hit solo shots, isn't it? It's kind of their thing. There's Kopesh, who will hopefully develop into a good pitcher, but we're also hoping that about Giolito. I want to see Giolito just turn it on like Trevor Bauer did last year. There's Trevor Bauer there. Goes from, a solid pitcher, but still pitching an ERA of about 4 down to 2.21. I think if he had played the whole season last year and then get hurt right at the end, he'd have been happier with the way the Cy Young Award voting went. Johan Camargo looking large in his portrait. All right, let's see what we got next. So your afternoon sports pod is sponsored to you by our Gypsy Queen break. Let's fill it up. We need 4 more spots. 4 more spots. The Diamondbacks are 22. The White Sox are 85. And they're my best bang for the buck team right now. Marlins are 30. Mets are 125. The Pirates are 22. The Padres are 70. The Mariners are $1.25. That's $125. Let's see a Kikuchi come out. I would definitely love to see that, especially if nobody grabs the Mariners. 101, maybe. I don't know. Oh, Goldie, what's going on with you? There's Gleyber Torres. So the Mariners are 125, Cardinals are 75, and the Rays are 80. Again, the memorabilia stuff factors into the equation. Oh, this is nice. What's the odds of this? That's pretty tough odds. That would be one in every almost 3 cases for one of these. We're going to do a little trivia question. Hey, Greg, how you doing? All right. This is a missing the nameplate. Can you name that player? These are one in every 563 packs. I know, this is a tough one. If I'm stumping you, babe, there's a problem. Okay? If you can't get this, I will make fun of you ruthlessly. No, really, I will. I didn't sleeve this one before. Yeah, man. That's as good as a hit. See, that's probably better than some of the hits. Serena Williams, you are really close. Chris Davis. I don't think she's gotten that heavy. So again, we're right in the middle of this personal. We're having a little fun here. I also want to be long enough so that we can move enough teams to get this break going for tonight. I want some Gypsy Queen action this evening. Oh, I like that one. Let's get this case break going. I do not want to start Gypsy Queen at midnight because it is a lot of cards. All right, how long has it taken us to go through 1.5 boxes? Gotta do 10 of these? Obviously, we'd zip through more, but still. Luis Urias, one of the rookies to look out for this year. And this one's going to be a little tougher than the last one. But I'll give you the answer for this one. This one's Corbin Burns. Missing the nameplate. Dominguez, Santana, Calhoun, Mejia, Mark Trumbo. Hoping Lady Luck is on his side. So we got a logo swap there. Mark Trumbo. George Springer. Yadier Molina. 15 out of 250. Bryce Baby. Juan Soto. Manny Machado. Luis Guillorme. It's his first rookie card for the Topps brand. Xander Bogaerts. And we got Dylan Cousins. Dylan Cousins. Did he make the opening day roster? I'm not sure about that. I'm guessing he didn't. I guess they're going to give Michael Franco a shot. Kind of running out of options, though. Like, literally, like, if they demote him, I think he's out of options. That's another one. That is a weird opening day game. Why are you going to start with interleague on opening day? It should be all rivalry games. If you're going to do interleague, right, do Cubs White Sox. I don't get that. But 'tis what it is. I'm sure they got a reason. And we got Ronald Acuna Jr. with the fortune teller. Future is bright for him. And it's all about that base. About that base. Got Ohtani there. Shut up, dog. Ain't coming back soon, okay? Kyle Tucker. Shh. Austin Meadows in his Rays digs. There's Michael Franco right there. Chance Adams. Brandon Lowe. And you got the Joker, Yasiel Puig. These are horribly off-centered. Is the whole print line like this, or is it just like sometimes? I don't think they were that off-centered last night. And that was the same case. Well, half a case. Matt Olson for the A's. Hodor. That's coming back soon. Now I gotta get MLB TV and HBO. Ugh. We got a shout out there. Box number 3. All's well that ends well, right? Let's see how this final box ends. So we got Eddie Rosario. Getting lots of color on these. Dylan Bundy. 3 out of the 5 boxes have had color parallels. And Lorenzo Cain. 13 out of 150. Indigo. I hope Snell has a nice season. He's going to get some RESPECT. All right. That one's got the name on it. So if you needed the answer to the previous question, it's not F Babe. Babe Ruth. So now that that's out of this box, we can continue with some ruthless aggression. Ooh, I like that. That's super rare, but I think it's cool. Okay. Back-to-back packs with a short print. That's always good. Justin Verlander with the fortune teller. They're going to hit home runs all the time. The Brewers are here to stay, man. They are no laughing matter. You know, so many years of American League dominance, and we could be coming into an age where the National League is going to be stepping it up. Know what I'm saying? National League East is intense. National League Central is intense. Cards, Cubs, and Brewers. NL West, not so much. But it can happen. Padres could be a big surprise this year. Chacin went yard. Because we're so close to spring training, pitchers have been taking some BP lately. So we got Justin Smoke with a smoking hot Gypsy logo swap there. Juan Soto. Franmil Reyes. He's one of those guys that really hasn't gotten a lot of looks, I don't feel, but I'm telling you, Franmil, Fernando, gonna F it up. The baseballs, that is. They're gonna go yard a lot this year, I think. Reds could be a sleeper this year, you know? It's the sum of all of the parts, and they picked up improvements over what they had before from the Dodgers, and they got rid of Homer Bailey. So that's like gaining 3 wins right there, at least. Right? Gotta assume Homer Bailey's WAR is like -3 or 4. He's just that bad. Trained monkey. You stick him out there. He could probably go at least a couple innings longer than him. Luis Urias. And then you're going to finally bring up Nick Senzel. Injury pushed that off last year. Well, speaking of Franmil Reyes, got a logo swap there. So, logo swap of Reyes. I do think it's an extremely competitive division, though, and it's gonna be tough for the Reds, to make that climb. But I think it's going to be a little bit easier in the Central than in the East, so they got a shot. Name that rookie. I'll tell you who it is. Kyle Tucker. It's not a bad one there. Kyle Tucker missing the nameplate. Again, he's one. Keep your eyes on him. It did send him down. Probably won't see him for a couple months. I think he'll be back. He's just got to figure it out at the major league level. Know what I'm saying? Move, man, right? Oh, wow. So again, we need just 4 teams. 4 of them. Urias fortune teller. Oh, you lost the internet for most of box 2. I saw you got the Babe Ruth. You saw that come out. So Dylan Cousins was one of the autographs. You just got a Kyle Tucker missing the nameplate. Nothing crazy yet. We're about to see the first hit of box number 3 in this slot. It's early. Are they playing in sunny California or somewhere cold as hell like here? Quiet, dog. All right. So we got another serial numbered autograph coming up. Likable player, too. Oh, well, then there's no excuse. He should be fine. And Nolan Arenado. Yeah, let's see what we got here. It's all about that base, And there's an ace. Jacob deGrom. Brandon Lowe. Jacob not deGrom. Jacob Junis for the Royals there. Kyle Tucker. Ryan Braun. 223 out of 250. And Whit Merrifield. numbered 63 out of 99. So Whit Merrifield, Royals, is the next auto. And the final stack of packs here. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's Jackie Robinson auto, which is why it's numbered. So Whit Merrifield numbered to 99. So the Jackie Robinson autos are numbered to 99, just like the logo swap autos are. And final few packs here. So again, best bang for the buck. You got the White Sox still available. Mets, Pirates, Padres, Rays. Those are my top 5. Cardinals are pretty decent too. JD Martinez. For best bang for the buck, I'm tending to lean towards the teams that are both heavy in cards and memorabilia. Like, for example, for the Mets, you know, DeGrom's got quite a few different variations of autograph. All right, there's one Met on the checklist for the Premier Gear. I want to say it's Guillorme. And then for the baseballs, you could potentially hit Pete Alonso. One of several Mets, I believe, on that checklist. So, yeah, wrapping these 3 boxes up. This is the final box. One more hit to go. The Babno. That's a mix of the Babe and the Bambino. That was done on purpose. That wasn't autocorrect. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Got Kimbrel. We got a loud dog that needs to be fed. Kyle Wright. Cano. As in, can no way is he worth that much money? And Colin Moran, now on the Pirates, is going to be the final autograph. And we'll end this one with a black and white parallel of Aaron Judge. 20 out of 50. Here come the Judge. 20 out of 50. I mean, he's not quite the Bab, no, but he's pretty good. All right. So let's figure this mess out. What we got here? Thank you, Nigel. So your full recap. Again, we got the Aaron Judge parallel. Kyle Tucker missing the nameplate. Babe Ruth on a short print. Don Mattingly on a short print. Acuna Indigo out of 150 on the box topper. Acuna also logo swapped. Autograph of Chris Davis, that's also logo swapped and numbered to 99. You got Whit Merrifield, Jackie Robinson variation, numbered to 99. Max Muncy, Matt Olson, Dylan Cousins, Colin Moran, and if I had to pick a hit or card of the break, I might go with this Babe Ruth missing the nameplate. That's a cool one right there, and that's going to draw some attention. So that's what I got for now. I got to take what I got packaged already and head over to the post office in about 10 minutes or so. So let's go through these teams one more time and see if we can't bring 4 down to none. Gypsy Queen case. 18 Onyx Premier Gear. 3 2019 Onyx Preferred Player Baseballs. The Diamondbacks are 22. White Sox are 85. Marlins are 30. Mets 125. Pirates are 22. Padres are 70. Mariners 125. Cardinals are 75. And the Rays are 80. I want to rip this tonight, guys. 4 more teams. You get 10% off 3. So if we really want this to break, I just need one more person to jump in here. Grab 3 teams. All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. Mariners have potential, but they are a high-risk team. So Nigel's going to go down for the Mariners. All right. I'm still going to finish what I was saying. So now Nigel is the only one who could get this deal. Because he's probably got lag and doesn't even know I'm saying that yet. I was going to do a combination. If somebody got the Mariners going for Kikuchi, and you got the Marlins too, I would throw the Diamondbacks for free. So, because Mariners and Marlins, they're spelled so similarly, you know, sometimes they end up in the wrong piles. No, they really don't, but they would if the kids were sorting it. So, Mariners, right? You get the Marlins too, and I'll give you the Diamondbacks for free, and you still get the 10% discount. So, Nigel, if you want to do that, let me know. That's basically, at this point, the Marlins and the Diamondbacks for $27. You'll take it. All right, good man. So now we need one. This is how we get these breaks going, right? Now we need one more team. That's not very difficult. So I'm going to be messaging everybody as soon as time allows. And so we got the Mariners gone. See how we roll here? Marlins are gone. And Diamondbacks are gone. And I'll message you that total in a minute. All right. What can we do to get this breaking? I'll tell you what. I'll do one more special here. All right. Anybody who has never broken with me before that is watching right now, this is your opportunity. If someone were to take just one team, either the Cardinals, the Rays, or the... Let's see, let's make it interesting. The Cardinals, the Rays, or the Padres. I'll give you 20% off. One of those 3 teams. And if you end up getting 3, you'd get 20% off one of those teams, and you'd still get 10% off all 3. So that is a verbal offer, you'd have to tell me that you heard that here. And if you're watching and you know somebody who hasn't broken with us, but they should be, then just tell them one of those 3 teams. It's their invite to try us. Okay? So that's the Padres, the Cardinals, or the Rays. We got a first timer. All right? First timer at Marc-Down. And if you haven't broken with us in like 3 years, first of all, what's wrong with you? Second of all, accept that too. All right. We've only been around 5. At least breaking online, or breaking in general, I should say. So Padres, Cardinals, or the Rays. First timer, I'll give you 20% off. Oh, Manny. Manny being Manny. If it was a drop third strike, I hope he hustled. All right. I got to get to the post office. So again, we are 1 team away from Gypsy Queen running tonight. Let's make this a good one. We'll see you soon.